What's up, everybody? Jason Allen, jasonallenonline.com. Today I'm going to talk about how to make your content more effective, because after all, that is what we are in. We are in the content marketing business. That's pretty much any business these days, especially on the internet. It's content marketing. So the reason why I'm doing this episode is because I was actually listening back to a couple of previous episodes, and in particular the one I did yesterday. And what I noticed was I tend to ramble a lot and I tend to get off topic a lot. And I want to clean that up because I understand that I will lose a lot of people if I'm doing that. You don't want to create content where you're kind of going all over the place, because people are just going to drop off and they're never going to get to your call to action, and you're never going to build rapport with people. And that's what we want to do. We want to build rapport and build responsiveness. And so people will stick around to the end and hear a call to action and hopefully take action and also come back for more tomorrow. So I wrote down some notes. I was doing some listening, writing down some notes, and I just kind of wanted to share with you kind of the takeaways. So when you're making content, whether you're doing a blog post or you're doing a video on YouTube or you're doing a podcast like this, what you want to do is you want to establish one main point, one main topic per episode, the way I did at the beginning. The way I told you that basically what I'm going to be talking about today is creating more effective content. So you're going to establish that point. Then you're going to tell the story about where you learned the lessons that you're talking about and why you're talking about it. Kind of like I did with telling you about how I listened to previous podcasts. And then you'll offer some pointers. What I'm doing right now. You're going to offer some pointers. And then you're going to have a call to action at the end. So basically, like I said, you establish the main point at the beginning. You tell the story about where and how you learned, and then you present, various lessons or pointers, and then you give a call to action. Now, when you're telling this story and when you're talking about the lessons you want to talk about, you can veer off topic, you can open loops, but you want to get back to your main topic as soon as possible. I notice I tend to veer off and start telling other stories, and that's what'll lose people. But I can open a loop and I'll say, one time this, that, and the other thing happened, but that's for another podcast. So you can save that for content in the future. So content begets more content, which is actually nice about this. So you can open the loop, but don't close it. Get back to your main point as soon as possible. Save it for the next content. Then make your call to action. So basically, like in my case, my call to action is always go over to jasonallenonline.com for more free training. I say that at the end of every podcast. So the main point is, like I said, you want to make good, effective content, whether in your blog posts, your YouTubes, your podcasts. And guys, the learning is in the doing. The learning is in the doing. Start doing ASAP so that you can learn these lessons like I did. I listened to yesterday's podcast and I just took notes on what I could improve. I'm sharing them with you. Had I not recorded that podcast, I wouldn't have learned those lessons. So the learning is in the doing. Get to work, take these tips, apply them to your content, and hopefully it'll be effective for you. And like I said before, if you would like more free training, if you enjoyed today's episode, stay tuned for more tomorrow. Head over to jasonallenonline.com, and I posted over there my number one recommendation on how to learn how to make a full-time living online. Until tomorrow, talk to you later.